This isn't what I normally post on my channel, but this was a question I had that no one really had a good enough answer for. So I'm just gonna answer it myself. Is buying secondhand K-pop albums worth it? I'm very new to K-pop, so I've been trying to slowly build my collection over the past 6 months. However, I realized immediately that these albums are very expensive. Even the tiny ones. Crazy. So collecting the whole backlogs of artists seemed financially impossible for me. Until I was looking at anime merch on a Japanese secondhand website and thought, wouldn't it be funny if they had K-pop stuff too? And well, what do you know? They do. And not only that, but they're selling albums for 1/10 of the normal price. So I bought a couple. Let me defend myself. They had a deal where if you spent $80, you got 15% off and the shipping was free, which is how I ended up with 11. But this pile only cost me 63 Australian dollars, which is the same as like 1.5 new albums. They're about $5.50 each, except for this one, which was 12. For them to be this cheap, there has to be something wrong with them. The listing descriptions all said that the photo cards are not included in the warranty, which I assume is a kind way of saying you are definitely not getting them. But other than that, some claim to have almost everything, and some claim to be missing almost everything. So let's just open these up, see what I got, what the damage is, and decide if this was worth it. Spoiler alert, shocking things do actually happen in this video, I promise. I think I'm legally obligated to start with one pack, so this is their first album, Moment, and unfortunately it is the most damaged thing I bought. It didn't even come wrapped, but most of the damage was the postie's fault. The whole box is crushed and it was laying on its side when I picked it up, so no wonder the corners are bent. As for stuff missing, everything is missing. This is literally just the book and nothing else. If you're unfamiliar with this album, which I assume you are, the case is this book and everything else comes in a little envelope. I would love to know who decided they'll keep the tiny envelope and resell literally 99% of the album, but it was listed that way, so it's all good. On a brighter note, we have Paradox. This was a random one of 2 versions, but I did get the one I wanted. For some of the albums, I did get to choose which version I wanted. The cover of the photo book is a bit damaged, but it was pretty flimsy to begin with, so nothing too bad. The CD looked totally fine, and even though it didn't say it in the listing, it came with both posters, the larger group one and the random mini one. All that was missing was the photo cards. Moving on to the TXT albums. Starting with Blue Hour, I got to choose the version I wanted. You might have already noticed something's off here. So this album is supposed to come with the CD, photo book, a behind book, and a lyric book, all of which I got and are totally fine. I also got both the sticker sheets. As expected, I did not get any photo cards, but I somehow ended up with 2 postcards. These are random, and I'm pretty sure you're only supposed to get 1 per album, but either by the reseller's mistake or this one just happened to be a manufacturer error, I got 2. Does that not make it more worth it than buying the album new? Now the most expensive album of this video. It's so beautiful, it's totally justified. Look at the binding. It was a random one of 3, but I got the one I wanted, so I'm very happy. I also got the lyric book, normal and random stickers, the random postcard, the bookmark, and a poster. Unfortunately, the CD had a few scratches. It seemed to still play fine though. Everything else was in perfect condition. This is the same album, but the member version. It was random, and you can't tell who you got from the outside, so this is my blind reaction. I got Kai, and I don't think it comes through on camera, but I was very happy about it. The postcards themselves were very pretty, but a bit bent, and the box was kind of crushed on one side. But the disc, poster, and stickers were all fine. Next, their album Freeze. This was another random one of 3. I got my second pick of the 3, so not too bad. However, this is the first TXT album to be missing more than just the photo cards. Whoever originally bought this wanted to hold on to their postcard, I guess. Other than that, the photo book, CD, super cool lyric book, behind book, and stickers were all accounted for and in good condition. To close out TXT, we have the most gigantic album ever. I could not hold it properly for the video, I am so sorry. For this one, I got to pick the version. Despite how massive it is and how badly damaged my package was, this was surprisingly in perfect condition. For this one, I was missing both the photo cards and the license card, but I did get the postcard, lyric book, and stickers. The CD also looked good. This one is kind of random, but we have a Japanese Enhypen jewel case. They didn't have any Enhypen stuff when I was looking, unfortunately, so I just got this. Also, unfortunately, the case is quite damaged. The disc and book are totally fine though. I don't know what else this was supposed to come with, but that's all I got. The damage obviously isn't a postage fault, but it also wasn't listed as damage when I bought it. Is this sort of thing normal? Or maybe I just have really bad luck with jewel cases? I bought this one a little while ago, and it also came super damaged. It's not that major, as I can just put it in a different case, but it's disappointing. That was an oddly convenient segue to the Zero Base One albums. Youth in the Shade was the album I was least looking forward to. I only wanted the youth version, so when I got the other one, I was a little disappointed. And according to the listing, this was going to have absolutely nothing inside it. So I was very shocked to open it and see almost everything. Obviously, the photo book and CD were there. The CD was a bit scratched, but it still worked. However, I also got the poster the listing didn't mention at all, the coaster, stickers, and the random photo frame. All that was missing was the layer card and the photo cards. It worked out pretty well, and the pictures are nice. The outside of the album just looks so boring. For Cinema Paradise, I also really only wanted the sci-fi version, but I lost the 50-50 again and got the romance version. At this point, I was thinking I had used up all of my luck, until I put out the inclusion, started going through the photo book, and saw this. A photo card. But it wasn't just that. I got everything. I got the film slide, the film mount, and the sticker, despite the description saying they weren't included. I also obviously got the other stuff too, but that's not important. This is a complete album, and I paid $5.50 for it. That's insane, right? Anyway, I guess this is confirmation that the not included in the warranty actually means there's still a chance you'll get it. Finally, you had me at hello. I again did not get the version I wanted, and according to the listing, this was also going to have absolutely nothing inside. However, my track record is looking pretty good, so let's see. Yeah, nah, my luck is well and truly used up. The photo book was perfect, and I did at least get the poster, but everything else was missing. And to top it all off, the CD was brutalized. The damaged TXT CD was also stored the same way in the album, so I think it might just be that this way of holding the CD damages it. The one from Sanctuary was fine, but that album is also pretty new. So in the end, was it worth it? Yes, 100% yes. I mean, I got a complete album for $5. That alone nearly covers the cost of everything I bought. That aside, most of them came with everything but the photo cards, including random inclusions. For $5 each, I think that is very worth it. Honestly, even the albums that came with less are still good in my opinion, because now I can go out and buy the version I didn't get new and have the full set of albums without spending all that money. And as someone who collects Western albums too, just the photo book and CD are worth more than $5 to me. Stuff like this that only has the CD and a lyric book costs $15 to $20, you know? I'm still getting value for my money even without the inclusions. Although I probably wouldn't buy any jewel case albums online again. With that said, thank you for your time.